Oh, wow. You look like Angel Reese. A little prettier face, but I get it. You look like Angel Reese. What did you think? I thought the ladies did an awesome job of presenting themselves in a very feminine fashion. I was pleased.
I totally agree. Yes, this is the Grace Jones Gym edition, and Angel Reese was doing the WNBA edition. Yeah, I thought they looked very feminine. Of course, I'm not a fan of all the weave. I can't stand the eyelashes. I was actually sitting as I was watching it thinking, should I open like some type of eyelash business or get some type of hairline and be a sponsor? Who's sponsoring these girls with these eyelashes and hair? But I was very happy that we didn't see a lot of suits and a lot of women trying to be men. I thought they did an excellent job. And I had the volume down, but I was just watching it and very pleased.
And I think we have to credit Angel Reese. And so, yes, does she do too much? The eyelashes, the taunting. Is she a bit too naked on her Instagram? Yes, she does too much. But the upside is she's a bit of a Pied Piper, and she's made these tall, athletic women say, you know what? I'm going to present myself as sexy and a woman, and it's actually a good course correction. And so, yeah, can we knock her for, okay, you're doing a little too much, but overall, I have to just tip my hat to her and say, if you're going to lead the rest of these women, and again, I don't really care. I don't need to dig deep into their personal life to know who they're dating. I'm just happy they're happy. Like, I'm a woman and I want everybody to know I'm a woman.
Yes, and I definitely appreciate that. And I do think we have to give her credit because I don't remember seeing, I mean, I know that I think is it Candace Parker is married to a man, I think, or
No,
was married
was.
to a
She's
man.
now married to a
Okay.
woman. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, somebody just had a baby and I think with a man. I can't remember
Probably
which person.
Skylar Diggins. Probably
Yes,
Skylar
that's the
Diggins.
one.
Yeah.
Skylar Diggins. So I can appreciate that there are some who are feminine and like men, but whether Angel likes girls or boys, I just like the fact that she has presented herself as a female, and I think she's a cute girl. Yes, do I think she goes above and beyond with the eyelashes and the hair? I think a lot of them don't realize how pretty they are without all of that. But yes, she has presented as a female. She's attractive, she's cute, and a lot of guys seem to really dig her. And so, thank you, Angel, for turning it around because I know I said, a week or so ago that I will not watch a game. I may if they actually get out there and act like ladies playing basketball opposed to a bunch of women trying to be men, hunched over, poor posture, being very masculine. I don't like that. So while I complain about the weave and the eyelashes, at least they're trying to look like girls or they're trying to look like boys who try to look like girls. Because I just can't stand it, Jason. I can't stand all the heavy makeup and eyelashes and weave. I think that's what, when I was growing up, that's what men had to do to look like women. And so the fact that women are now doing it, it's like you don't have to do all of that. You don't have a 5 o'clock shadow that you're hiding. You don't need to contour a masculine jawline to try and make it look feminine. So I just hate that women are kind of getting their makeup tips from men, but it is what it is. And I do appreciate all of the dresses last night and just looking like girls.
There's something psychological that I think that Angel Reese actually corrected with her persona and all the success she had off the court. There's something psychological that was happening to athletic women where they kind of just gave up on themselves as women and said, you know what, screw it. I'm going to dress like Allen Iverson. I'm going to lean into being a masculine woman. And I look at someone like the Cardosa. She's 6'7". And last night, I felt like for a 6'7" woman, I just don't know if you can present yourself any better than what she did. And instead of like, well, I'm 6'7" and I'm gonna put on a suit and be like Brittany Griner, and I'm just giving up, and the world is sexist, and so I'm just gonna try to be a man. Cardosa went the complete other direction, and to me, I thought just looked very pleasant and as attractive as you can be at 6'7", her size. And then there was a couple of the ladies, again, the Celeste Taylor, and I even thought Caitlin Clark. That's about as good as Caitlin Clark can look. And I don't mean that in a derogatory manner, but I'm just trying to be accurate and fair. That psychologically, I think Angel Reese has made it like, no, you can be an athletic woman, and let's try to be cute too. And I think that like she's a trendsetter in that regard, and her influence over women's basketball in that regard, and maybe in women's athletics in that regard, she'll be just as impactful as Caitlin Clark is in terms of people attracted to see her play basketball.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out if Brittany Griner gets a pap smear or a prostate exam. But when it comes to the girls last night, I thought they did a good job. They looked like, I don't know, Amazon women, what people would consider
Woman
goddesses.
kings, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, they looked really good. I've never looked at volleyball players and thought that they were extremely masculine. And so they kind of reminded me more of volleyball players saying, hey, although we like playing basketball, which is predominantly a male sport, we are women. And so I definitely have to give Angel Reese some credit. I gave her a hard time, and I still agree that she sexualizes herself, but I do have to say, good job, Angel, in making these women feel comfortable being 6'3" and 6'5" and towering over most men. Good job in still making them know that they can look feminine and look like ladies and be attractive, because you're right. So many times I do think they just give up and try to take the masculine role, because not all of them look manly. There are a lot of pretty basketball players, but they just give up. They don't even try, because I think they say, who am I going to get with? I might as well get me a woman who's 5'7", since I'm 6'7", and just try to be the man. But these women last night actually presented themselves as the cream of the crop, like, hey, we are the woman kings, and this is what it's going to be. Look at me. I am woman. Hear me roar. And so I definitely give Angel Reese an applause for that.